方行驶，往乌海包头方向。前方300米到达临河新区收费站。
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the JaYoe vlogs. My name's Matt. If you don't know already, I think if you're watching this video, you pretty much have to know who the hell I am. That's Jing back there.
Hello.
And that's our cameraman. I'm sorry, what's your name, cameraman?
Hello.
Heng Jin. I wrote their names in my phone, but I still can't remember. Anyways, we are in a very interesting trip. We're as part of a crew with CGTN. I was invited to be the host of a few programs that are going to be, and Jing's going to be video bombing me. We are starting a journey. It's going to be an interesting journey. It's going to be a long journey, and it's starting with a long ride. We have an 7 to 8 hour drive, starting at a city called Bayannur, and in Inner Mongolia, and we're driving all the way to Urumqi in Xinjiang. Some cool things here. I've traveled all around China. I've been all the way as far west as you can be. I've been all the way as south as you can be until you cross over into Vietnam. I've been obviously all along the East Coast, and I've been about as far north as Beijing. I still have some exploring to do to Harbin, but I haven't been able to get there. But I've never tackled the northern edge of China, and so when I was offered an opportunity to do this road trip, I was like, count me in. So we're going to take a couple of weeks driving along what's the name of this highway?
Beijing-Urumqi Expressway.
The Beijing-Urumqi Expressway. So we didn't start at Beijing. We started a few kilometers over in Inner Mongolia, and we're going to show you some spots along this highway. How long has this highway been?
2,540 kilometers, if I remember that correctly.
No, okay. I thought you were about to say 2005. I was going to say when was this opened? When was this highway completed?
I think different sections open different years, but it's this part, especially through Inner Mongolia to Xinjiang, is opened quite recent.
Quite recent, which is why they kind of want to like show what this highway is doing. This highway is connecting areas that normally didn't have a lot of infrastructure to connect them. We went yesterday to a sheep herder. We drove 2.5 hours out of Bayannur into the flatlands. Actually, it wasn't so flat. We went up from one altitude about, I think we were about 1,000 meters, and we went up 500 to 1,000 meters in elevation, and we ended up visiting a group of herdspeople. Herdsmen. It was a herdswoman and a herdsman.
Yeah. That pipe stopped them.
Come here. Oh, you are so cute, and you're a bully. You're a different type. You are just so cute and soft and cuddly. He's like, you're petting? If you're petting, I'm coming. And it was kind of an interesting thing. They had 200 heads of sheep and goats. They had 10 horses. They had a bunch of dogs, and they had a bunch of camels. And they were, grazing their animals, raising their animals, milking the cows, and we did a little live stream there. It was quite interesting. I had a lot of fun. So this group, this lady, this couple, now have a new artery that connects their ranch to the world. And with these major highways that crisscross China like they do, you have all of these opportunities for people along this road to connect to the world in a faster and more economical way. And so we're going to go up this road. We're going to explore some different places along the way, and I'm going to share it with you. Today we have, like I said, a 7.5 hour ride, 700 kilometers. And where are we ending today?
The Chinese Mandarin name is Ejin Naxi.
Yeah. So I don't know much about it. You're going to learn a little bit about it, hopefully. And today is going to be a driving vlog. We're just going to be traversing the area. I'm going to hopefully edit some video in the car. And we're just going to have a fun little road trip. So yeah, Inner Mongolia. Let's learn about it together.
Yeah.
Stopping at a rest stop. This is the second rest stop that we've stopped at, and holy moly, it's huge. It's enormous, and it's clean, and it's quite an interesting view. Look at this view. I always find it funny, like a open 24-hour sign makes me feel at home in America, but in English, on a road in the Inner Mongolia, at a little rest stop, it's kind of funny. Anyways, we're stopping for lunch.
You want to eat instant noodles?
How's your noodles?
Good. Occasionally, like we Asians, occasionally we need instant noodles. Sometimes you eat meat, fancy food for too much. We miss that because there's something that means.
It smells like malatan.
Yeah, it's sour, it's spicy. It's the thing we normally have when we're on the road, on the train, on the plane. Instant noodles.
I'm having sausages, but I wanted to show you something. The restaurant is sort of closed, but they have a sign here. This is the longest desert road in the world. Pretty cool.
Hello.
Hello, ni hao.
Ni hao.
Anyways, even the toilets here are amazing. I want to make sure nobody's in there. I'm not going to bug them, but I'll show you. Super duper clean toilets. This is nice, actually. Sometimes, especially 10 years ago in China, I feared some of the public toilets. The smell of a pneumonia was just overpowering. But they have definitely had a toilet revolution here in China. Good stuff. You might find it weird that I inspect the toilets in some of these places, but it actually, it's got some purpose to it. People like to judge, and they don't understand that when you judge at a certain point in time, there might be changes happening after that. And when I first moved to China, of course, some of the toilets were mangy and disgusting, especially in some of the more rural areas. But you know, this is new, right? This is new. This is a new structure. But there was a revolution put on by Xi Jinping where he called it the toilet revolution, and he tasked areas to improve their toilets and provided them with the opportunity and funding to improve the toilets, because you know, diseases and things stem from dirty toilets all the time. And I was just talking to somebody earlier about that, and they were saying that they'd invest money in these villages, and these villages would improve their toilets, but some of them would pocket the money and actually start like grifting from their village or their city or whatever, and the government will come in like a year, and if those toilets aren't maintained, there was a story actually where a village was provided funding to fix their toilets. They built the toilets, but they skimped on the piping, and so they didn't put in the plumbing for these toilets. So they were just basically like decorations. And the people in charge of the project were punished. They were removed from office, and the toilets were finished, and they were well maintained. So it's not even like the Chinese government is sort of doing this in an incompetent way. They're making sure that if they throw money at a project, they make sure that the project gets done. I'm sorry if it's windy. The Inner Mongolia is a lot of like windswept land, you know. As a matter of fact, we were driving along the highway. It was desolate. It looked as much like a desert, like in the Sahara, as you could possibly imagine. Most of this area is sort of brush, sort of like tundra, but you're also getting these beautiful like mountains alongside. This I used to live in Las Vegas, and this reminded me a lot of Las Vegas. I used to like to climb these, get a bunch of water, and then just see how high you could go. They're a lot higher than you might be able to see in this video.
Yeah, but like my
How's
face.
it going?
Wendy! Oh, can you see me? Can you recognize this me? Wow, look at my hairdo.
Why are we stopping on the side of the road? What's going on? going on?
I think drivers to try to figure out what went wrong with the cars.
Okay, so if we're stuck, we gotta walk all the way back. How long have we been driving? A few hundred kilometers?
I think first we need to figure out who shall we eat later.
I don't know, you got some meat on them legs.
But you're a big man, you have more meat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There goes Jing Jing. Yeah, stopping on the side of the road, which is okay. There's no cars. A lot of different terrains here. We got like this area, which is like sort of shrubbery, and then we have like desert landscapes, and then oh, this is how hot it is. This is soft. This tar is soft. But it's very windy. If I had hair, you could see how windy it was. I sort of wonder what's going to happen to this road in the future, you know? Like roads are opportunities, you know? They're just literally roads to opportunities. You can put places alongside of these roads and now suddenly they have access to all sorts of facilities and the ability to move stuff up and down throughout China. Right now it's kind of reminds me of the Mojave Desert. I lived in Vegas for quite some time. This reminds me a lot of Vegas. Just long stretches of desert, especially, what was that road to Vegas? You will go from the south. You're coming from the south. You're going from one city to another. It's about 150 kilometers or nothing. This is a lot more than 150 kilometers though.
I saw the city passing by my window. Was in the crowd, but I felt so alone. Looked at my phone like every other second. My future was blurry and numb. A tunnel where there's no light. Oh, but then
Western style.
Western style?
Yeah.
Where's the Starbucks?
No, I mean the building. Like this building doesn't.
Yeah. Got the
Doesn't,
peaked roofs.
Yeah, but it doesn't match. Doesn't suit with everything. Oh, but it's just desert, so.
Maybe the peaked roofs are good for the wind. You know, like so the sand can't collect. Mm-hmm. It is windy and dusty here. Holy moly. There's a bunch of dust in the camera, so if it catches the light in the right way, you'll probably see a whole bunch of speckles. Spackles. Oof, it looks ugly. I'll have to clean it when we get to the hotel. Your clothes are sticking to you.
Yeah.
Take the hood off. I want to see the hair. Just walk past me. You're flying.
I can be the model for shampoo commercial.
Yeah.
It's like
For blow dryers. For blow dryers.
Yeah.
How fast do you think it's blowing? 40?
Huh?
40 kilometers an hour, maybe? 30, 40?
I don't know. I'm not good with the numbers.
Yeah.
But judging by my hair and my face, you know the wind is pretty strong in Inner Mongolia.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing to stop the wind, you know?
Yeah.
It's just going along the land. Mm-hmm. And the wind is caused by like differences in temperature. So you've got the ground is really hot, baked by the sun. You've got these changes in temperatures and things are just hauling ass. But it's beautiful, huh? Mm-hmm. What do these signs say? Yeah, I saw you reading them. Anything interesting? Like
the historical backgrounds of the city that we're going actually.
Okay.
That's the name of the city, So all the sitting spots. There's this is the forest.
Oh, the forest we're going to. This.
No, this is probably we don't have time to go to there. But it's just like 怪树林, like a weird forest.
Okay.
Probably scary. But I think we will try to go to this one. Wuyang is the name of the tree that will grow in harsh conditions like desert.
Okay.
And they can stop the wind. So they are like planting all those trees.
Anti-erosion. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we will try to go to that forest. And I will close my eyes and because my sand keep getting to my eyes. And probably we can go there as well.
Okay.
Some historical backgrounds. So yeah, looks like an interesting place. 额济纳旗 is the name of the city that we're going.
Mandala. Nice hotel. I wasn't expecting this glamorous a location. Well, we haven't gone inside, but so far so good. Fancy schmancy.
Fancy.
Smells nice. Smells like a spa.
Smells like 5-star.
Wow, guys. Check out this hotel. It's sort of laid out like the Forbidden City almost. JaYoe. This is my room. Look outside. The lobby is way over there. It's laid out like a ancient, I don't know, courtyard temple city or something. Let's see what the interior looks like. Wow. Let's see what the view looks like. Oh, it's nice, actually. So we're going to be here for 3 days, and so I can kind of set up shop and relax, and this will be the next few days. Today's pretty much finished. We're going to go grab some food, so we'll end off with dinner. I might go to the gym, actually. I'm sitting in a car all day long. But, JaYoe. All right, headed to dinner. This hotel is fancy schmancy. I've been in my fair share of fancy schmancy hotels. Actually, it's broken into a few sections. What I'm standing in right now is like the center villa. And then there's like a courtyard area that surrounds it all the way around. That's like super classy 5-star. And then we're headed to the lobby. The car is going to take us out to eat. I am hungry. We drove almost 8 hours today, and I didn't eat much. It was a long trip. It's so funny. I'm in Inner Mongolia. I'm looking at videos on my phone, and the new MacBook Pro is going to be coming out soon. I think it's going to be a beast. I'm like, oh boy, Matt might be recycling his computer. Oh my God, guys, this food is amazing. I don't know if it's because we've been on the road for 8 hours or because this food is just damn good, but it's spicy, it's meaty, it's keto friendly. Win-win. Anyways, guys, take it easy. We're gonna eat the food. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I got a Patreon, check that out. We got a lot of fun videos to shoot. I'll leave links to the videos we shoot here later, and you can see them post-haste. We are in Inner Mongolia. It is a very, very sort of desolate, empty place. As a matter of fact, this building behind me is a restaurant that we're gonna have a meal at. Some Inner Mongolian food.
这个是驼掌
That is camel hoof. Camel hoof. I didn't even know you could eat camel hoof. The small intestine, the big intestine, the liver, maybe kidneys in there. I see a lot of like little
the whole package.
Little packages in there, maybe the heart. What does it smell like? By the way, though. And camel. Where's this part? What part of the camel?
I've never seen such a colorful meal with so much meat. Meat after meat after meat. It's hard to find any vegetables here.